gonna get on as well.
Just like dropping all the CC on me. That's funny. They just can't do enough damage to kill you. This fight's gonna end when DR kicks in. Cycling on the druid, she fucking CC'd it, so she's trinketed. Rooting her is gonna help, but I rooted her really far away, so that won't do so much. Now she gets a crit. I can just spam wrath at this dude. It's gonna heal you all night. I'm easy.
Alright.
Oops, I made a mistake. I doxed him off. Gotta quit doing that. It's not how you play wrestler. The dots have to be real. Cycling in for 5 seconds. You drop a frozen trap on me. I'm trying to get out of it. Alright, I can blink away. That's enough. Cycling for 1, 0. It's just like a CC battle. The lamest CC battle ever. Oh, she got his off first. Yeah, what's up, bitch? I'm gonna be immune, stupid. 100 frozen trap me. I could use my displacement beast to break her cast type right there. I could have done that.
Alright. Oh, shit.
See, I'm going cat form, but when I start DPSing, I get like fucking one track minded. I quit paying attention to your life. She popped her here. What? Yeah. It's fucking really cinematic.
Fuck.
Like I said, this is a battle once dampening gets so strong that it doesn't matter. So now I really gotta focus on healing.
Hey, Gunner.
Blood and thunder. Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Did you watch the boss fight?
Yeah.
I think one thing we should do is like have our hunters do the fucking stacks, like have them stand slightly off.
Doing everything we can. Cycling her again. 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Pop another one off. Probably get another second out of it. That's that.
Where's Ramen? Oh god.
Shit.
I really hope Ramen hops on for the raid.
It's the longest fucking fight ever, dude.
Ramen, please.
Ramen, please.
Holy shit, fighting on my forever. I'm timing him just right.
Did you raid with the late group last night? Or one night?
No. I only raided with them once ever.
I wonder if Lunchbox has been raiding with him.
Shit. Why is our health so damn low? 264 to my fucking 300. I'll jump on 100 good damage. Oh my god, I got to take a full CC of that cyclone. That's so shitty. CC chain. But the difference is you can heal yourself as well. That might actually be.
You want to do a BG right before the raid?
Nah.
God, it's a long fucking fight.
I don't know what I want to do.
Come on. Frozen first. God damn, 7 seconds. Ah, that stupid idiot hit me. You are kind of. That's maybe bad. Let's see if it's not passing on now. I get a damage if she gets up and stunned. It's so gay. All they can do. Oh shit. Fuck. I'll cycle in for 5 seconds. That's it. DR at 57% and DR at 57%. That's all it takes is the roll time. Huh? Am I ready? Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready on my page. Well, that went fucking terrible. About as bad as it could go, actually.
Alright.
What do you need?
So let me think of who all we got. I don't know if Gibbet's gonna hop on. Usually he tags along. Then I think Nixon's coming along. Ramen said they're coming. I messaged them. So then we got Paul, me, you, Bob, Josh. Oh hey Dane, long time no see, you New Zealand fucker.
Hello?
Hey Dane, where have you been hiding?
Yay! It's working.
What's Jason been up to?
New Zealand. Playing other games like Risk of Rain and stuff, yeah. And new job, so that's me.
Where's he working at now? And when you gonna fucking play WoW
Oh,
with
like,
us?
I've got the new job.
Oh.
I don't know, I've been thinking about playing Horde again.
Dude, come play with us, nigga. You know you want to. You know you want to. Where the fuck did it... What the... Danewood DC. Hey, Gunnar, you want to go do LFR?
100% no.
Come on, man.
No, I probably will not stick with LFR. That's just no.
Victory lies ahead.
God damn, Great Sword of the Inferno is fucking insane. Hello again, Dane.
Salama Ashalanore.
Let me make sure you're set up on vent, too. Can you move channels, Dane? Yeah, there you are. Is your fucking mic not working? Run vent as admin if you're having issues.
That should be the fuck. Stupid thing. Yep, it's working.
There you go.
I don't know. I launched WoW and it was just like, just like fucking loud as shit.
That's fucking weird.
So I'm gonna try it again.
So you're gonna come back to Horde?
Like launch Warcraft. I'll get to 100 and then go from there. How's your guys' rating been? Normals?
It's been alright. We're on Imperator now. We got him to 30% last night.
Yeah. Have you killed him before in like
I
normals?
have.
Like
I have,
LFRs? Yeah.
Well, not in LFR. I've killed him in
It's
normal.
a pain in the ass.
Well, I've killed him in LFR, of course, too. But I killed him in normal before the LFR came out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But just working on making the raid group better and other shit. And getting people for the raid group, because we have 2 raid teams.
Fuck already.
Yeah, because Mike and his brother John, they can't really make the early schedule.
No.
So
I
they
probably couldn't
run
either.
late.
Like, what's the early time
In about a half an hour.
for you? 3 o'clock. Yeah, fuck.
And then they start.
On what
They
days?
start 3 hours after us, Tuesday through Thursday. Then they start. I guess it would be 6 your time.
Oh yeah, see that would be like my time really.
Yeah, you could always raid with them if you decide to come Horde.
That'd be like the best time really.
Yeah.
Because then I'll finish work and shit, and then it's not fucking too late in our time, which means that even Lisa could fucking roll Horde.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking
Full
about.
transfer.
You guys should both come over.
Because most guilds for us are like fucking 9 o'clock and shit, and it's way too late.
Yeah, yeah.
And 6
got me
we can
out
still,
on
like,
Real
cook
ID,
tea
don't you?
and fucking... Yeah, Scott, yeah. You're on now,
Yeah.
War Spear. Alright, if I can launch this WoW again. I think I just
You'll have to add
fucked
Mike
up.
off
Try.
my Real ID. Let me see.
Well.
Because he's... I'll tell him. And he's our... Or you can get a hold of him on Facebook, too. I'll text him, though, and let him know. Do you want to try to raid with them? I'm going to ask them if they're going to raid together,
Oh, I'm
too.
fucking still 95, so...
Oh, you nerd. I thought you were
so
100.
don't worry about it. Nah. Oh, I got 3 level alliance 100, so...
Yeah, just fucking server faction one of them.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Dude, you need to, man. It's not like you're doing anything on Oceanic anyway.
I'll just get up that pally and I'll just go holy or whatever. Or whatever's required.
They do need healers, and I think they
Draka.
need another tank. Gunnar, are you trying to trade me something?
Menu. Hang on, turn down my fucking WoW sound. It's fucking ridiculously loud.
Steam Weedle Wagon Bomb.
What?
That's what it just gave me.
What? Executed an LFR as a DPS.
Gunnar, are you trying to get me drunk?
Yes.
Why isn't my screen blurry?
What's the time? 2:36.
Gunnar, you always drop down a Blinktron every time I see you.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Hmm.
that Nixon guy's never gonna want to do something again.
Do I have to worry about any mechanics at all in LFR?
For that same Imperator boss fight. I don't know, like, it's pretty common sense in the LFR one, but
Well, I'm doing the first fights.
Cool, get that.
I suppose not being in defensive stance would be a start.
it would be a good start.
I just never the guy like fingers against it.
So how's life been, Dane?
Good, good. How about yourself?
It's been alright. Same old shit. If you didn't see the Facebook post, I'll be working on a gaming community league team as well for the weekends.
League of Legends.
Mm-hmm. And I gotta climb to Plat once Season 5 kicks off.
Yeah, I don't play that anymore. I stopped.
Why?
I don't know, I play other games at the moment. I got Planetary Annihilation when it was really cheap, and that's kind of fun.
So yeah, what Red Pally Resto is the strongest religion right now? Probably
What? Ret Pally Resto Druid?
Red Pally Resto, that's what they were saying earlier. But I just failed miserably a few times.
Just wait, Dane, you are on here. What the fuck? I completely forgot you actually made a tune here, Dane.
Yeah, this is my Instant 91.
Oh shit. I haven't seen you on it in so long.
Our Talking Guild.
Yeah, I see you. I fucking forgot about that shit.
Don't listen to Dan. He's just kicky.
Oh shit.
He's a kicky.
Shut up, Dane.
What's my ping? Oh, someone's downloading. 204 home. Who is it? Where's my phone? Could be me. Kiki Jiki? Aren't they fucking birds in WoW?
No. It's a magic card.
Oh. I'm a magic card.
Hmm?
I'm a magic card. Yay.
Apparently.
Grim.
What happened if I like? It says it can catch me, right? Additional.
This was weird though, the slight lag.
Slide lag?
Slight, yeah, I got 169 world, but it should only be like 60. Even all the way from Kiwi land.
How is the weather in Kiwi land?
Today it's overcast at the moment, but this morning it was blue.
Nice.
Blue sky. Yeah. It's
So,
like,
so what
18
made you want to come
degrees,
back
but
Horde?
it feels like 24. I don't know. Me and John, my mum's partner, was in Ashran, and we're just like, there is so many fucking Horde. And they seem to win a majority of that shit too, but I don't know. Time for change, I think.
Horde when Ashran?
In my one, yeah. My server.
Horde? I've only ever seen Horde win Ashran after like 2 hours of event farming and then spawning 60 dozen captains.
Whenever I log in and go to Ashran, fucking Horde are in our base. Yeah.
To do with the question, but it's like all the fucking groups, all the events.
40-man raid. I was like, hey, it's a gnome. I tried to whisper him. I'm like, what the fuck, I can't right click. And I was like, oh, that's right. Lord. Not fucking used to it.
Who was it? Was it Greg that was saying he played Ally for so long he switched to
Yeah.
he was running into the Allied towns?
Yeah.
Getting attacked and dying. I'm like, all right, shit.
Anyways, starting the raid group now.
What's the item level you gotta beat for normals?
I'd recommend 640.
Fuck.
It's easy to get to.
So you'd need to do like Alifars first, and heroics.
No, just do arena and get 660 gear. That's good for raiding. Because they took away resilience, and it's a fucking huge stat
Yeah.
increase. Just get everything except for your trinkets. Let me whisper ramen.
Who didn't drop heroic Kargas? Did we?
What?
Who didn't drop heroic?
No.
So that's restricted.
I'm gonna go straight to Imperator.
There's a show on Netflix I'm meaning to watch. People are this. It's called Marco Polo.
Mm-hmm.
It's like some kind of kung fu, but it says badass sides. I did nothing but play WoW. I didn't even play video games. I was doing shit.
Hello.
I'm a key.
Alright. I'm gonna get on.
I'm in the
How'd you just
future.
get
It's a Friday.
I could just get a two-hander. That'd be so great.
How's Thursday over there? Yeah.
I mean, and you know you want to come over here, Dane, because you have all of us, and we're fun as fuck. Alright, let's see.
A green fruit.
Bob's hopping on. Ramen should be hopping on soon.
Gooseberry?
Let's see. So instead of actually logging into their character, Ramen just hops on my stream. What the fuck's this shit?
Ramen, please.
Ramen. Hey Nixon, hop on your pally. Okay, sorry, I'm an idiot then. You'll be able to, you just had to be a pug lord of the underworld.
Plug into this heroics, man.
Freaking Gunner hops on too. Wonder where the goob is. Alright. So Bob will be hopping on. Let me see what we got. So half the team's online. Let's see. Ramen will be on, so that's another healer. I can bring Gilligan along. What are the other... Oh. Nerd's AFK. Then I can bring Rohar in. I'm gonna move this down to the raid channel.
Nah.
Yeah.
How is your raid?
What's up?
How is your rated battleground team?
They're doing alright. They've been pretty decent. I think our kind of overall score is like 1400 right now. Trying to get a more stable team that keeps coming back. But it's all process.
done rated battlegrounds.
Really? I think they're more fun than arena, personally.
Well, I love battlegrounds.
Yeah. We're really good at the flag maps and the freaking like AB type shit. AB and Gilneas we're good at, and then both the CTF maps we're really good at. Need some more work on Temple of Katmagu or whatever.
Temple Commodity.
Yeah, I fucking hate that place.
The Orb is one.
Mm-hmm. Let's see where Bob's at.
Yeah, so last time I did this, I struggled on mines.
You'll be alright. We'll run you through the whole thing. I'm gonna call Bob real quick. Hey, you getting on? Alright, I'll see you soon then. What? Yeah, for the most part. Alright, I'll talk to you on the game. Hey Nixon, I'm gonna link you the video for this fight real quick. While we're waiting for everyone to log on. There you go.
Duration 15 minutes. Someone trying to take his keep.
Wonder what... Where the fuck is everyone else? Fucking Gunner. Hi Twitch. There's Bob. Damn, Bob, you had to fucking milk the goat?
No, man, what for what?
Oh.
Gee, trying to get his blood flowing. I'm giving the man shit.
Exactly.
Gunnar, you would type that. Alright. Alright, so we got Ramen to come heal. Where are the other fucking... Where's Gibbet? That's what I want to know. Where the fuck is Gibbet? Let's see when he was last online. There he is. He was online 4 hours ago. Well, Gibbet's probably dead. Damn, Bob!
Do you guys post actively in your Facebook page?
What do you get?
Yes, we do.
What's Bob got? Huh?
And I asked Jordan.
Okay, I'll accept you right now. You're in now. Alright. I could always ask, Albino to come along.
Get her. Get her.
I gotta ask her what she pushes as HPS. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna grab flasks. Hey Nixon, you have flasks? If not, we have plenty in the guild bank.
I don't know.
Alright, I'll grab you some.
You mean like healing potions and stuff?
Yeah, like
I
the
don't mean
mana
mana
pods.
potions.
mana pots and your intellect potion and your burst intellect potion. Does the draining channeled mana pot, does that stack with the burst intellect pot? Does anyone know?
I have no idea.
Hey, Ramen.
Hey man,
Hmm?
you use tiny blades, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking. How would I make it where like monsters show the yellow, red, whether or not they're fucking aggressive? 'Cause I see every bar color.
It does like that, those spikes on the side, that's aggro.
Oh no, not just aggro. I mean like if they're naturally aggressive.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't messed with that.
Everybody ready to go? I'm should be here farming these.
Yeah, about here in a second.
Actually,
Was this guild ever on the server Maelstrom?
Nope. We've always been on Draka.
I guess there's another guild.
Let me see. God, for once, we're not melee heavy. That's weird.
We're not melee heavy. It's all gone pear shaped. Call the raid. Wipe it.
Wipe it. Get to the mines! Yesterday we had shamans out the ass. Now we have mages out the ass. Now this is 100% going in.
Just a random question, but what part of the world are you guys from?
Well, I'm from Pennsylvania, but I'm living in Arizona right now.
I live in Canada.
Oh, nice. Albino's from Canada.
It's like minus 30 right now.
Moxon's
Like
from
Celsius.
Canada as well.
Bobby, you ever gonna come here?
We'll be along shortly.
Hey, Paul.
What other games do you guys
Holy shit, we play a lot of everything.
Oh, so
Osu, League of Legends, Counter-Strike, Global Offensive, I beta test a whole bunch of shit. EverQuest Landmark,
I play a lot of Smite.
yeah, Smite.
play? You guys ever play 7 Days to Die?
Nope.
Is that the one where you have to eat to survive?
It's a
Yeah, I
crafting
think I played
zombie.
No. No, that's Don't Starve.
It's a crafting zombie.
that. There we go, okay.
Yeah.
Like Minecraft mixed with any other zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
Yeah, fun game.
I've seen it played actually.
Waiting on
Yep, me and my
albino.
friends play with it all the time. That and Gary's mod.
Let me grab some agility flasks for Rohar, because they probably won't have any.
You need to make some like that, like over 100 every year or long.
Make sure to just send them to ramen or trade them to
I've
ramen.
used it for my trade, because I send her every year. I serve
What can I do
Mm.
for you?
I put them in the guild book, actually. That's what I put them on.
May your blades never die. For the Horde!
Alright. Let's start walking into the raid.
Paladins and the rest of the game.
Ramen, what are you talking about? We don't have 4 healers. We have 3. Rohar, I'm gonna link you the boss fight. I'm gonna need you to watch it. I'm gonna link it to you too, Bubbles.
Can I be Blossom? Or preferably Blossom?
No, you cannot be Blossom. Hey, Albino. Make sure to watch that video.
Yeah, if you just run by him and go back and then attack. Oh, this guy came back? What the hell? We killed him last week. The warden's back, dude. I wonder if the Algorand and the guard captain are ready.
I think they reset every day. So as we're clearing trash, and all that shit, you guys should start watching that, at least listen to it.
No shit, huh? I'll try that out, Roman. I'll see if that works.
Let's walk in and start clearing trash. Is everyone summoned? Let me see. Rohar's in Highmaul. Bob's at his garrison being a fuck ass.
He's also gonna heal a lot, too.
Albino's here. Highmaul. Alright. Hey, Albino, can you help me summon Bob? Shit. Who's Forsaken Wolf 1 on fucking Twitch spamming penis?
My guess is Tanner.
No, it's not Tanner. Tanner has a Twitch. It's not like him. make sure everyone's on vent.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Everyone's on.
Yeah, we
Cool.
Oh, they have 11? Ha.
Alright, come on, Bob. Stop being a penis.
I'm just gonna pull up. We got this. Spam polymorph, right, Ramen? What do you think? I got this. Alright. Mage tanking is not a thing. There was one raid, I remember. Raid Crusade. I remember. I did it. I click select.
What?
Isn't it just like a young person to keep an old person like me waiting? Scott!
I'm letting the Forsaken wolf in your Twitch chat.
Yeah.
Message deleted. You just got rid of him?
Yeah.
Get the hell out. Damn. Came right back in, huh? Dude, just forget about it. Let's fucking do this.
I'm waiting on Bob. That's what I'm waiting on right now.
Bob, are you still walking around? Jeez.
Yes.
I'm actually wearing my headset walking down the street right now. No, no shit, bad.
Alright, let's fucking go. Goddamn, Bob's spamming the fucking Argent Hippogriff.
I brought a cake. I brought a cake. Hit all the buttons. Click all the buttons.
That's cool. Puts us in Korag's room. Bob, stop being so damn fast. You and your purple dress.
I used everything. I've got like 5 different transformations on something.
Alright. So I'll run up and get ready to clear this shit.
It's about time you got here, you goddamn whippersnapper!
Alright, we have enough people here to kill this. Let me grab a food buff real quick.
Don't worry, I got a pro set. I got a strategy. I got this.
Alright, you ready?
Is it working?
No.
This is what Ramen told me to do. She said,
Ramen told me it was good.
look, it wasn't lying. It actually cannot cast this. I thought it was fucking with me. It works. I'm just gonna spend polymorph. You guys got this. Fuck that knockback.
Josh OP.
So,
I'm a monkey yelling around the house, man. It doesn't work.
I wouldn't trust
I'm
Josh.
silent. Fuck, fuck.
Oh.
Oh, got one. Damn, I'm bad. I'm bad.
I'm reporting Josh for feeding.
Yeah. I thought you were just fucking with me.
Alright, let's see.
This is funnier than it probably should be.
I'd be so mad if I was that guy. Damn it.
It's like, you swine!
Welcome to PvPing Vanilla WoW versus a maid.
Oh shit, he's like.
Reporting you for feeding.
I got carried with the blind.
Hey, what's going on, Beast of the East?
Oh,
These big squeal.
the whole time, I thought you was. That's awesome. That's awesome. Can I do the
Alright.
same thing?
I don't even care if we down amp.
Alright.
Polymorph back. Oh, we got polymorph for days, man.
Yeah, we got CC for days.
Was it rice or something?
Started with a habit. I can't stop spitting polymorph.
I do want everyone in here for this shit. We're missing Gilligan, and Rohar, and Albino. Paul, you would be a fucking Naga.
It's okay, every once in a while we fight my World of Warcraft.
It's-
fun. We're doing this shit already.
You're a Naga that has smites weapons. That's awesome.
Yep.
We're all here, right?
No.
Gonna get stats.
Here we go. Let's get the buffs up.
Is there water over there?
Everyone should be. Yeah, everyone's well fed. Alright, anyways. Let's make sure to re-CC them.
It's not like I can get out of that. I just scream at that.
He would stun me. What a dick. Go on X now.
Oh, time is up.
Just re-CC it.
Alright.
Okay, we'll just tank it too. That's fine.
Stop it. What the hell? How'd you get out?
Okay.
Who keeps looking?
Can we at least get the mage, or is he immune?
I keep doing it. He keeps getting out.
Hell yeah, I hope we can one-shot it.
If we one-shot this, I will give 10,000 gold to the highest roller.
So there's some damn motivation, guys. So if you don't know the fight, you should watch the video so we can one-shot it and you get a chance at 10k. And if we don't one-shot it, then you have to roll for blame.
Good thing I always roll low.
And whoever rolls the highest for blame has to pay the guild bank 100 gold.
It's funny. I was co-owner of the guild roll for blame.
I remember seeing them around.
Our raid leader was an asshole, so everyone left.
Fuck yeah, dude. Everyone's gotta love assholes. Now, you're from Shurmar, right?
Well, originally I was from Maelstrom since Wrath, from Wrath to Mop.
Oh, okay. I've been on Dragon my whole WoW career. Anyways, let's lust on pool. Alright, let's do it. Lust. Gonna pick up the Ogron. Burst down skull. Gonna get vigilance. For reasons.
You do too, because reasons.
Oh, hey, thank you. Oh my god. My god, the vigilance!
You are unbelievably excited about it.
Dude, vigilance is a beautiful thing. It's like having sex between warrior tanks. Well, other warriors can do it too. Like, in the middle of the fight, we kind of just run over and fondle each other, and that's what vigilance is. What's not to love about that?
Yeah, this is how vigilance works in real life. Hey, I'm gonna give you vigilance.
Is he dead yet? Is he dead yet?
No, and I'm not gonna let you blow on your apple pie from McDonald's because you keep asking, are we there yet?
I will turn this bus right around if I don't get my goddamn apple pie.
I will turn this raid around and go right back to the hearth.
The Dorian Empire will not be overthrown by these peasants!
Kill Diamond last.
The gates have been breached. They have come for the stones. End this now,
Alright,
members.
anyways, let's pull this
Remove
shit.
them from my throne room.
Kill Skull.
Shut up. Stop that shit. Oh my god, I hate that. Amazon sucks. Oh my god, I can't stay away. Leave me alone.
Oh no, time stop. Oh no.
So we got 4 range, 2 melee. Alright, so we have 2 frost mages. Yeah, Ramen's our best healer, Nixon.
Ramen don't give you. Unless you're dying, of course, in the chili.
It's fucking Moxon's on the stream. He's like, vigilance causes attacking creatures not to tap. Fucking magic reference. Fuck yeah.
Turn target creature from the graveyard on the battlefield tapped.
Oh god, you gave me vigilance. I had to lay down.
I think I'm doing the order. What comes after the X? Triangle? Or...
It doesn't matter. It's only 2 up right now. We're just not killing the big, tall, ugliest one. We'll kill him last. Oh, by the way, when the war mages spawn in the fucking going into the 3rd phase, when you get fixated, walk away from the other people in the raid. This includes you, melee. because it's going to do splash damage, and no one likes splash damage. This isn't a pool party.
What?
I do.
The mages in the transition to the second phase, and also transition to the fourth phase, that will spawn by where we walked in from, they're going to fixate on someone. But, anyways, they'll fixate on someone, and you gotta make sure to fucking spray out from other people because it's gonna do splash.
We do this every day. We literally just come here and farm.
There's nobody. Well, actually, Paul used agility. Paul, you're the only person. Oh, actually, no, Rohar does too. You gonna roll on that, Rohar?
Rohar has an item of a 630k item.
You know
I'm
you
sorry,
can
what was
take
that?
it,
You gonna roll on that?
55 the item.
Also, too, here's some potions you're gonna need. Come here. You gonna roll on that cape? Use these potions, obviously not the flask, but use the potion on bloodlust phases.
I've got some of the agility flasks already.
Oh, okay. Well, then you got those.
Right on.
Reload your UI. Congrats, Paul. Anyways, does anyone not have flasks that I can trade? Gilligan. Gilligan's got flasks. What about Bubbles? Come here, Bubbles.
I don't have any fun.
Who's that? Is that you, Nixon?
Yep.
Like I said, use the potions for bloodlust phases. I don't think those intelligence ones will, those burst intelligence potions, I don't think they'll go on cooldown with the mana pot. Alright. Paul, you're going on flasks and everything?
I have flasks, but I don't have those quick ones.
Here, I'll give you. I got 10. But, oh, Roman, what I was saying is, do the channeled mana pods, do they... you don't need to give me gold. Put that shit in the guild bank. But anyways, the fucking agility pots, the burst ones that give you 25-second boost for a K, do they go on cooldown with the Draenic fucking mana pods? Oh, they do? Okay, so then make sure you use just the mana pot there, Nix, and I'll take the other ones back. The intel ones, the burst one. No, keep the flask. The flask is a buff. You want to keep that shit. Alright, anyways. Flask up. I'm going to mark the room. So, what's the name of that debuff that goes on people? What's it? Mark of...
Arcane Wrath?
Arcane Wrath, that's it. So what we're going to do for that, I'm going to mark Bubbles, and I'm going to mark Paul, which is I Want You Bad. So if you get this, and you're ranger or healer, walk over to one of them. Paul and Bubbles, you're going to have, like, let's say, the range are going to focus stack on Star, which is Ramen, right? So you have the whole range group here. You guys are going to want to stand off just slightly to the side, like right about here. So if anyone in range or heals gets that debuff, they're going to walk over to you guys. You're going to bounce it in between each other until the range is small enough that, like, Paul can jump, like, use the turns and jump back and drop it, and then then you'll drop off that stack. And then bubbles, you can do the same thing. You can ice block it so you don't take like the last second of damage from it and blink away. So you can drop that stack. Just watch your range meter on that. I'm assuming everyone should have DBM, so you'll see the range meter once you get that debuff. Melee aren't going to get the stack, Bob. They're not going to get the
They do
debuff.
get it.
They do? I've never seen them get it. The one that,
Get
the
it all the
range
time.
meter one? Shouldn't be bouncing to you, or at least it shouldn't start on you. Well, if you do, then you can run out and get it too, but it should bounce to the range. But oh, Ramen corrected me. It's called Branded.
Yeah, well, it tells you you're branded. It tells you it's like you're branded.
Let me see.
I'll check that. But it just tells you, if you have DBM, it'll tell you that you're branded.
But yeah, melee get it, you can run it over there. I didn't really see an explanation on Fat Boss talking about melee getting it. They just always focus on the range getting it. It should bounce to the fucking range and healers. But anyways, we're going to give this a shot so everyone can see the mechanics and everything, because it's really the only real way you're going to learn. So, what's going to happen, there's going to be, I'm going to give a quick rundown before we pull. The tanks are going to get marked. In different phases it's going to change. In phase 3, we're going to become immobile, and that's when we're going to use blue and green. We're going to run in between once we get marked, and then we'll become immobile, and we'll do a giant damaging AoE bullshit. That's also going to happen throughout the fight, but we'll be able to move, and we're just going to tank the boss right here on purple. There's also going to be mines that will get, like, the boss is going to pick one of you in the range or heals. He's going to create like a little circle. Don't step on those and make sure to walk out of that. Also, the boss is going to do a Pulse Nova type bullshit, and it's going to push back melee slightly, so make sure we stay in good positioning, especially range and shit for phase 2. I think it's phase 2, when his Pulse will do a pushback. Make sure to always walk through it so you're not taking unnecessary damage from it. Also, on top of that, be cognizant of the mines, especially on phase 2 when the boss is going to do a pushback, so you don't get hit into those, because it's probably going to one-shot you, and it's going to do a bunch of raid-wide damage, so be careful on that. Then there's also, I'm trying to think of other normal shit. Oh, the ad that pops up, it's going to do raid-wide damage. As soon as that ad spawns, you're going to see this little cloud. And Bob's going to mark it with Skull. Also, Bob, can you mark this as tanks? And just make sure to burn that thing down super fucking fast. We're going to save Bloodlust for the transition to phase 4, which will be once we get the boss down 25%. I'll call out for that. We'll explain more on that later. But and then also on the transition from phase 2 to 3, Margok's going to go to where blue is. He's going to float up, and he's going to spawn all these fucking ads. Gunner and I will pick them up, and we're going to kill them. There's going to be war mages that spawn in these back corners. I'm just going to mark it so you guys know. It's going to be on X and on Star.
Yeah.
So they're going to spawn back there. You guys need to burn them down. We're going to go on X first, then we'll go on Star. So as soon as this pop up, fucking go tasty crazy, whoop their ass. And also too, they can't be tanked. So they're gonna pick a random person. They're gonna fucking focus damage on you. And then from there, what you're gonna have to do, since when you get hit by that damage, you're gonna do some splash. So if you get fixated, just make sure to walk away from everyone else. This includes melee because you can't get focused as well. So just be careful. I'm not sure exactly on the splash range of it. I think it's 5 or 10 yards.
Like 10 yards.
Yeah, so just spread out slightly for that. Just be sure if you get marked to actually, separate from the other people. Oh, Paul, if you don't need that cape, you can just drop it in the guild bank and I'll put it on the AH for later. Or open up for the guild to buy. Or if Rohar needs it.
Yeah, that will be 630.
Yeah, here, give it to Rohar. He can throw that on right now. He's right here, Paul. But yeah, like Ball was just whispering, you can still DPS when you get fixated. Just make sure the other melee knows so you don't freaking do splash damage to the other melee. I'm trying to think of other bad shit this boss does. Am I missing anything? Besides, like, transition to phase 4 and there's going to be the big ad and he's going to kick our ass, so healers have to be ready for that. But I'll call out for that.
When one of us becomes the bomb, do not hug us.
Yeah. When we get marked and when we're going through the immobile phase, the boss is going to be kited from either blue to green or vice versa. So make sure the whole raid kind of needs to shift with that, because it's like a 50-yard range or some shit is the explosion, so it's pretty big.
And even if we can't move the boss, you still need to move over anyway, or else you'll die.
Yeah, well, you may not die, but you're gonna take a fuck ton of damage, and all the healers are gonna be mad at you. Anyways, we're gonna give this a shot, and because it's the only way you're really gonna see it. I'll be taking the boss first. And if numbers are too low, we may have to replace you, so please do your very best. I don't like kicking guilties.
3, 2, 1.
Pull him back. Alright. Alright, ladies and gents, let's fucking give this a whack.
Remember, 10,000 gold's on the line.
Yeah, it is. Just taunt off, Gunner, whenever you know what you're doing.
Beware.
Careful of the mine. There's a shit ton of people standing in that mine. You guys need to move from that. Whenever that spawns, you need to move. Get on the ad. I got the mark, Gunner taunt.
Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Make sure to stay stacked up on star, range, and healers. Stay stacked up on them. Because then you can all AoE heal yourselves and all that fun shit. So just make sure to stay stacked. Unless there's a reason to not be. You can still damage him in this phase, by the way, so make sure. I'll be dragging him back to mid. Gunner, you want to just taunt? Drop those stacks off of him.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's that debuff.
5, 4, 3, 2.
That's what the debuff's called when it's on you. So make sure to drop that off. You'll get that range marker. You guys need to nuke that ad faster. Every DPS need to be nuking that as fast as you can. When it comes out, it needs to drop. Walk through this as fast as you can. This is that phase 2 pulse I was talking about. Also be careful with the mines.
Beware.
Alright, ad's coming up. Make sure to focus that down. DPS. We have a mage down already.
2, 1.
5, 4, 3.
Can we nuke this ad down? This is literally killing the whole raid. DPS, you need to wake up. Can't be slapping the shit out of the boss when that comes out.
Beware.
Alright, we have too many people down. Just wipe it up. I'm jumping in mines.
You have earned my wrath.
So everyone just wipe it up. Stop casting. Alright, now we've seen a little bit of it. So problems we're having, we need to kill the ad when it comes up. You need to walk through the pulses. Don't step on mines. What other stuff went wrong? People need to stay stacked better. That mark that'll come on people, you guys need to drop that off with the 2 range that are marked, which are freaking Gilligan, or not Gilligan, but Bubbles and Paul, which is I Want You Bad, which is green and purple.
You get the brand new, you have 4 seconds to get
Yeah.
it. Otherwise it jumps off the
It's gonna jump to the closest person. Yeah. So at least you guys have an idea of what's going on now, so let's try it one more time with feeling.
Alright. Remember, roll for blame. Roll for blame.
Yeah, roll for blame.
Oh,
Damn, Bob.
Damn, Bob.
DPS is looking... it would drop off a bit at the end. Rohar, you're looking a little on the downside. If you can't come above 12k, then I'm going to have to replace you, my friend.
Like, my damage was, the damage damage I did was great. But I only did 13k DPS.
I could get stats in multi-strike.
I have no idea. Like, I'm right up there with the people doing 21k. But I was only doing 13.
Yeah, damage done's more important than actual DPS number. Alright, let's rebuff and get ready to go.
Can anyone give multi-strike?
Paul can.
I will do it right now.
Alright, let's all get in our positions. Get ready. Are we missing stats? No, we have stats. Do we have mastery? Yeah, we do. Sweet. Alright, but like I was saying, while we're waiting for Bubbles to walk over to the range, does anyone have any questions for this fight? Is there anything you're confused on? Feel free to speak up because it's the only way we're going to get through this.
My penis is very big.
The one in your ass doesn't count, Paul.
Oh.
Phase 2, the brand that is that the same thing that bounces to the hunter?
Yeah, what you're going to want to do, like I was saying, you'll get marked, and it's going to jump to the closest person. So, like I said, the range will all be stacked up right here where I'm walking, and whatever, on Ramen. And these two are just going to stand a bit off to the side. You don't have to be, like, super far away, but at least, like, you two are going to be right here. And the reason why, you bring them over, and then it bounces to one of them, and then you walk back over. What they're going to do, Bubbles and Paul are going to bounce that debuff from each other until the range is small enough that you can walk, like, you can blink away or disengage away, deterrence nice block to drop that. So you won't take, like, the last
I'm saying just on
damage
phase
there.
2 when you've got the 10-yard prison that builds around you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to talk about that. When you get marked, you're going to get the prison. So what you want to do is you and someone else have to kind of like walk it together over to them. Because if you walk to the edge, it's going to teleport you back into the middle. So,
Well, teleport you into a bomb.
yeah. So just make sure to stay in that as well. Give this another shot. There's a lot to this fight and it's very long, so as long as people will learn and everything, that's what I'm more focused on. Alright, let's do it. Taunt.
Beware.
Alright, adds up. DPS, everyone get on it. Needs to go down as fast as possible. I got the mark, Gunner taunt.
Beware.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Drag him back in the middle here.
Beware.
Just be careful of those mines, guys. Albino, I'm looking at you. Yeah.
Like shockwave, it's gonna hurt a lot.
5, 4, 3,
Get on that ad.
2, 1.
5, 4, 3,
Get on that ad.
2, 1.
Beware. Beware.
Alright, wipe it up. People are standing in a lot of dumb shit. So we're gonna take a 20-minute break and people are gonna watch the fight because we're dying to dumb mechanics. So everyone's gonna watch it right now. just dying from simple, like the simple parts of this fight. So, I'm gonna link everyone in Invent the Boss fight, so everyone needs to watch it. And if you've already watched it again. I don't even care if you cleared it. Alright, so we're going to take a break and watch this fight then. I'm going to mute my mic for a second, and everyone needs to watch this because people are literally, like, you get marked with the mine and then people are just standing there and then the mine blows up. Like, that's kind of common sense. You need to be paying attention to what's going on.
Like I got knocked in, I disengaged into a mine. Like the
You're silly.
shit was coming, and I don't know why I did that. But also, I'm having like a problem that every once in a while, World of Warcraft will just like event will stop, everything will stop, and World of Warcraft not responding. That's what happened there.
That's really weird.
But the only thing that I did wrong there was disengage into a fucking mine.
Yeah.
And I returned it, but it still fucking ate my face. Like, oh.
Tor Margot in Highmaul, and in this video we're going to show you how to kill the boss on both normal and heroic difficulty, as the tactics apply to both versions of the boss.
Now this fight is a very, very long fight. It has got 4 phases and 2 intermission phases. However, luckily for us, the mechanics in each one of the non-intermission phases remain relatively the same. However, there's one new thing per phase per mechanic that you need to deal with, so it just changes a tiny bit throughout each phase.
Now for this encounter you do need to bring 2 tanks, and a 10-man bring 2 healers, and a 30-man bring 5 healers, and you want to make sure it of melee and range DPS.
So let's kick straight into it and talk about the boss's abilities. And the first of which is something for the tanks to deal with, which is Accelerated Assault. Now this is an ability that remains unchanged throughout the entire fight. It won't change from phase to phase to phase, however it will remain through each of the phases. What it does is that each time the boss melee hits, he gains an 8% attack speed bonus. However, this will reset each time he switches target. So all you need to do in order to make it so it doesn't go to extortionate amounts is just taunt, roughly around 10 stacks. Very, very simple.
Another thing for your tanks to worry about is a debuff called Mark of Chaos. Now after a cast, once this is applied to your tanks, that tank then has 8 seconds to run as far away from the raid as possible, because once it does expire, you'll do a huge amount of damage to anyone within 35 yards of you. So it's very simple, get the debuff, get the hell out of the raid, and make sure the other tank taunts so the boss doesn't follow you. Now an ability for your raid to worry about is something called Destructive Resonance, which is pretty much globally known as Mines. Now when the boss casts this, it will summon a circle under a ranged player's feet that after a short time will then become active. If you stand inside the circle when it is active, you will trigger it and it will deal damage to the entire raid. However, the player that triggered it will take even more damage and will likely one-hit them. If they don't get one hit and they somehow survive, they'll have a debuff that increases the damage they take from Arcane, which is pretty much every ability in the entire fight, and you'll also be stunned. Basically, when these mines spawn, move out of them and do not get hit by them.
Otherwise everyone will laugh at you behind your back and everyone will hate you. Another very fancy mechanic that the boss does is something called Force Nova. He will release a wave of energy that grows across the entire room, and you will take damage when this hits you. Now the damage isn't really high, however it ticks very, very quickly. However, if you do run through it, you won't be taking as many ticks because you won't be at the edge of it for very long. So when it does come in, run through it. It just minimises the amount of damage you take. Yeah, you do have to move. Oh no, I can't cast for as much, but you're not dead. Being dead is not good. Now this will also knock back anyone in melee, so make sure that you aren't knocked back into any mines. Oh god, as a melee I have been knocked back into many mines like this, and it's so stupid. So just make sure that you're just on the other side of the boss. Now one of the most important and probably most complicated mechanics in the entire fight is something called Arcane Wrath, and we're going to explain it very, very simply. Now this is just a debuff that is applied to one random player and it lasts for 4 seconds. When it expires, it deals damage and then will jump to the closest player within 200 yards. Each time it does jump, the damage that it will do at the end of the duration of the debuff is increased by 25%, however the range it can jump is decreased by 50%. So it starts at 200, then goes down to 100 yards, then goes to 50, then 25, then 12, then 6, and then, you know, that's pretty much it. Now, if there is no target in range for this debuff to jump to, it will just disappear. It will still do the damage at the end of it, but then it won't jump to anyone else because there's nobody in range. And that's pretty much what you want to do.
So you want to bounce the debuff around until the range of it gets low enough for a player to run away with it, so it does finally disappear. So the way that we did it is that we assigned 2 hunters to pretty much bounce the debuff throughout the entire fight. The players who got the initial wrath on them would run over to the hunters and deposit on top of them, so that player has 4 seconds to react and run over to the hunters. The hunters then bounce it between each other for around 4 or 5 stacks, and then one of the hunters that has the debuff would then run away and the debuff would drop.
Now, if the hunter did happen to leave the range of the healers and was going to die, you can deterrence right at the end of it and that'll completely stop all damage. However, the ref comes in so often that you can't deterrence every single one, so only do it if you are out of range of your healers or the stack is ridiculously high and is most likely going to one-shot you because, of course, the more times it jumps, the more damage it deals.
Now, if you don't have hunters in your raid for whatever reason, you can use other players to do this. That's absolutely fine. It just so happens that, you know, hunters are mobile as shit and they can do a lot of damage on the move, so it's not a massive DPS loss for them to do it.
Now, one last thing that the boss will do in every single one of his phases is spawn an ad called an Arcane Aberration. Now, this ad just does constant ticking AoE damage. It isn't a cast, you can't, like, interrupt it in any way. It's just an aura that it does on the whole raid, dealing light ticking damage every second. And really, you just want to destroy this as soon as you possibly can. The boss will spawn it in front of him. If you have a Death Knight, you can grip it straight underneath melee, then everyone can cleave off of it and completely annihilate it.
Now, they're all the mechanics that you'll see in this phase, so in terms of strategy, what you need to do is just have the boss positioned in the middle of the room and you have the ranged all stacked up on one single location on the outside around the circle. Now, every time a mine spawns, the entire raid moves as one group to the left. However, you have 2 players stood out just to deal with the wrath. And of course, like we said, we were using the hunters. Like this, there's no way the wrath will accidentally bounce back into the raid, and if it does, the person who does get the wrath can just move back out to the hunter.
It's also really beneficial to have the range all stacked up in one point because of the amount of AoE damage going out because of the Force Nova and the ad doing ticking damage. Like, you can just throw a bunch of effects on the floor and it's very, very easy. Also, you know where the mines are going to be, so melee won't accidentally be knocked back into them because the mines are always in the same place. So it just makes everything a lot cleaner.
Now, once the boss does hit 85%, he'll go into phase 2. And this is where the first set of changes come into play. Now, the Mark of Chaos, the tank debuff that makes you explode, works exactly the same way. You still have 8 seconds to move away from everyone in the raid. However, when it's initially applied to you, you'll be immediately teleported to a random location in the room. However, 99% of the time, this just appears to be on top of ranged DPS. So you would be teleported onto the rest of the raid, just move away, make sure you give the raid plenty of distance.
Now, the mines in this phase have one additional new thing about them, is that they grow over 30 seconds to twice their original size. So that means that when you do move from them, you have to move slightly further because they'll grow and grow and grow. And if it does touch anyone, kaboom, everyone laughs at you. So make sure you do just move slightly more and don't go back into them.
Now, Force Nova in this phase is far more deadly than it was in the previous, because now it will also push you back as you go through it, which means you're going to take more damage because you'll be in it for a longer period of time, which puts far more strain on your healers. Every time that we do go through this Force Nova, we try to use Aspect to the Fox. If you have that at your disposal, then try and use it. But the most important thing with this Force Nova is that you don't stand still. If you stand still, you'll be pushed with it, and eventually you'll die. So make sure that you do run through it and you don't stop to cast.
Now, Arcane Wrath's new additional ability, you could call it, is that when you are marked with the debuff, you will get a little, like, ring around you, a nice little circle around you. If you try and leave the circle, you'll be teleported straight back into the middle of it. So really, it's like a tiny little jail cell for you to play with. Now, this just means that you can't move as much because you are stuck in this little 10-yard radius circle, so getting it out of the group can be a little bit more of an issue. However, you just deal with it in exactly the same way. Just make sure your 2 hunters go and pick it up, and they just slowly rotate it between standing at the edge of their circle so they can try and get it out of the raid. You should still be able to drop it about 4 or 5 stacks, and at that point, one hunter just fucks off, the other guy stands in his little circle, waits for it to drop, and joins the raid again. It's very, very simple.
Now, the ad in this phase still does ticking damage to the raid. However, when it dies, it will knock everyone back. So it's incredibly important that melee, you watch where you're positioned when this ad dies so you don't get knocked back into the mines that have already spawned, because of course they're twice the size, which means it's a lot easier for you to get knocked into them. So you just repeat the tactic from phase 1, dealing with the mechanics slightly differently until eventually you hit the 55% health mark, and this is when he'll go into his first intermission phase.
Now, the intermission phase lasts for 1 minute, and during this time, the boss will no longer do any of his abilities anymore, and he's also immune to damage, so you can't keep whoring on the boss. It's time to deal with some other things, which of course are the ads.
So in this phase, there's a couple of different types of adds that spawn, and to start off, we'll talk about the volatile anomalies. Now, these adds always spawn directly underneath the boss in this like cloudy fart thing that he has underneath him, and they spawn in waves of 3, and there's 6 waves in total. Now, these adds are exactly the same as the adds that you saw on Korag. When they die, they explode and deal damage to the raid. However, there isn't a suppression field that you can just put them inside. This damage you need to take. And because there is so many of them, and you do have only a minute or so to kill the majority of them, the raid's going to be taking a lot of AoE damage, which forces your raid to stack up. You want to try and stagger these so they die as slowly as possible without it taking too long and you having like all of them up as soon as you enter the next phase. So only assign a handful of DPS to kill these, and let your healers know when they are going to die so they can work out when they're going to use their cooldowns.
Now, being stacked up as a range group is all nice and well because you get to be all healed up and lovely. However, there's some horrible war mages at the back are here to be bastards. What they'll do is they'll fixate on a random player for 15 seconds and spam Nether Blast into them. Now, this will deal high damage to that target, plus anyone that is within 5 yards of that target, so it's doing splash damage. If you're fixated and you're sticking in the range group all happy-go-lucky, or you're actually killing everyone. If you get the fixate, move out, because otherwise you're just going to completely destroy everyone.
Now, if you're fixated as melee, it's important that all the other melee recognize this. You might even want to assign a point next to one of the mobs that you're killing that says, right, if you're fixated as a melee, you got to stand here, everyone else stand on the opposite side, because you can still attack the mob, and everyone does need to be able to attack the mob, because of course, you only have a minute in this phase, and ideally you need to kill everything before you do enter the next phase. So make sure, if a melee is fixated, that none of the other melee are stood near him, but make sure you're close enough to the mob to still do damage to it.
Now, these war mages also have one more ability, which is a debuff called Slow. This will reduce your movement speed, attack speed, and spell casting speed by 50% for 45 seconds. This is dispellable, and also you can dispel it with stuff like Hand of Freedom and stuff like that, so it's very important that you do, because of course this whole phase is a pretty tight DPS timer. Now, the reason that you don't just tank the little lads right on top of the war mages, making it so you can generally cleave down and have more DPS uptime, is because these war mages do have an aura around them that just makes everything deal a hell of a lot more damage. Just take our word on it, don't tank the little lads next to the war mages. Bad things happen, just keep your raids separated.
So for the DPS in this phase, just assign a few of them to go on the anomalies, while all the rest of them just focus down one of the war mages, and then the other war mage, and by the time both those war mages are dead, the phase should have ended and you should be going back on the boss. Keep in mind though, a couple of anomalies do spawn just before the phase finishes, and they'll probably not die before the phase starts. So once you do reach this phase, try and kill them off quickly, but make sure you keep an eye on your raid's health, because you don't want to instantly blow these up with your raid on 20 or 30% health.
So once you finish that intermission phase, phase 3 will start. Now, at the beginning of this, we switch around the location of our ranged and our melee. So we have the ranged right in the middle of the room, in that little inner circle, and we have the melee going around the outside edge. Now, this is because of the Mark of Chaos, the tank debuff. This no longer teleports you to a random location, it roots you. So you can't move. You can't run away 35 yards, everyone has to run 35 yards away from you. The way we deal with this is that we just tank the boss in one corner, and then as soon as the ability went out, the other tank taunted, dragged the boss to the other corner with all the melee following, and then they were out of range. We also popped things like Aspect of the Fox and Stampeding Roar, so all of the range could move and continue doing damage and healing just to keep everything going. But do keep in mind that the range don't have to move as much because they're already some distance away from the tank.
Now, the mines in this phase no longer grow, thankfully. However, they do last twice as long, which means there's going to be far more of them up. And because you are in the middle of the room and you don't have that much room to move out, because otherwise you'll get too close to the tanks and everything, it's even more important now that you do remain stacked, so you maximize room with these mines.
Now, the Force Nova no longer pushes you away, however, it will still knock back melee when it spawns. It always does that throughout the entire fight. However, this Force Nova will now pulse 2 more times at 8-second intervals after the initial pulse. So every single Force pulse, 2 more come afterwards, and this really, really hurts. It's a horrible thing, so make sure that you continue with the normal strat of running through it in order to minimize damage, and you also might need to use a healing cooldown, especially with the ad ticking on you and all that horrible stuff. Do keep in mind that you might drop quite low.
So if you did manage to save a cooldown from the previous transition, it would be a good idea to use it here, just to keep on top of things.
Now, the Arcane Wrath no longer applies a little circle around you, so you'll feel free to run about like a nutcase if you want to. However, the jump range now is only reduced by 25% each time it jumps, rather than 50. meaning that if you want to get it to a low enough range that it won't go onto another player when you want to drop it, you're going to need to make it jump more and more times, which means the damage is going to go up higher and higher. Normally you can drop it around 6 or 7 stacks if you are using 2 hunters, because what they can do is disengage, run as far as they can, and then deterrence, because of course that'll minimize all the damage. However, if you don't have that option, it will just need to probably go up to maybe even 8, maybe even 9 stacks, which is getting close to one hit territory. So just be careful that this is going to take longer to get to a lower circle. You've literally just got to heal it up.
And the ad that spawns in this phase no longer knocks back, which is great. However, it does have 75% extra health, which means it's going to be doing the ticking damage for longer. So it's even more important now, especially with all the Force Nova damage going out on the raid, that you do blow up this fucker as quick as you possibly can.
So of course for this phase, you just, as I said at the beginning, you have to switch around the range and the melee, and you just go from corner to corner to corner for every mark of chaos, and that you are dropping the Arcane Wrath, and just bear in mind that it does take longer to make it to a smaller radius. Once the boss does hit 25% HP, the next intermission phase will start. Now this intermission phase is the exact same, it still lasts for 1 minute, and you still have the little annoying volatile anomalies, and you still have the 2 war mages that are being really fucking annoying, but you also have one other ad in this phase, which is the Gorian Reaver.
He has an ability called Shockwave, which is just a frontal cone. Make sure you face it away from the raid. It does hit very, very hard. But he also has a tank debuff called Crush Armor that increases the amount of physical damage you take by 15%, and this ability stacks. So you need to tank swap. However, he has another ability called Kick to the Face that will punt your tank across the room, and it will drop all threat on that target. So you don't actually really need to taunt. I mean, well, you would anyway, but it makes tank swapping a lot easier.
Well, let's just say if you didn't tank swap, everyone would die. So at this point, when your tank does get kicked in the face, have the off tank make sure that they pick up the Gorian Reaver. This Gorian Reaver is so important to die that this phase is where you use Bloodlust. As soon as you can, nuke the shit out of it. As soon as the tank has picked it up, pop Bloodlust, pop everything that you've got, and destroy this guy as soon as you can, because you still only have 1 minute for this intermission phase. So after this guy dies, you need to go and kill the 2 war mages while still dealing with the volatile anomalies. And really, with phase 4 coming up, you need to clear up as much as you possibly can before you go in. It is likely that something will be left over. Maybe one of the war mages will be on about like 30% health. Finish him off, and then go into phase 4.
Now in phase 4, the Mark of Chaos, the tank debuff, it still does the same thing. It will do a load of AoE damage to anyone within 35 yards. However, you're no longer rooted. But when you do explode, you'll also send out a load of orbs that travel and cross the entire room. If you do get hit by one of these orbs, you pretty much just get destroyed. Don't get hit by them, and you'll be fine. The best way to deal with this is when you do get this debuff as a tank, run into the corner of the room and have your character against the wall. This way the majority of the orbs, or at least half the orbs, will just go through the walls and you won't ever see them ever again. And the raid will only have to do a certain few, rather as if you was in the middle or something, then you'd have to deal with all of them.
Now the mines in this phase only last 1 minute again, which is absolutely fantastic. However, when they despawn or when they're detonated, they turn into 2 more mines. So basically, there are more mines. Don't get hit by mines, they're bad. The Force Nova in this phase no longer does 2 extra pulses. However, anyone hit by the Force Nova will deal damage to anyone within 4 yards of them. Now, because the Force Nova ticks so quickly, even if you run through it, you'll still pulse around yourselves 3 or 5 times, and pretty much if 2 people are stacked on top of each other and they're pulsing on top of each other, you are pretty much gonna die. So make sure that when this does come in, that you are all spread out, and then when you do run through it, no one is next to you. You can use things like Cloak of Shadows, Deterrence, Paladin Bubble, anything that can really immune damage, and that will make it so the Force Nova doesn't do damage to you, so therefore you aren't going to do any pulses around you.
And if you're a Mage or Druid, you can just flat out blink over the top of it and take no damage at all. Now the Arcane Wrath has changed. Thankfully, the distance reduction is no longer involved. It's gone back to 50% instead of 25%. However, the first time that Arcane Wrath
Did everyone watch that?
For like 6 minutes, and punch them in the face. Bloodlust on that big guy. That's where I'm at.
Alright.
God, no one say anything to me in the comments, guys.
I got the best deal anywhere. Man, I could help.
Anyways. Oh, shit.
It's okay. Anytime I touch anything, I think everything dies. And also, there's a hundred gold anyone can tell who that picture I have on my YouTube. If anyone can tell me who that is, you get 100 gold. No, I'll make it 500 gold. 500 gold. No, I'll make it 1,000. Okay.
Anyways, let's all get ready for another attempt. Get buffs up and everything. Bob, Gilligan, Rohar, you guys here? Does anyone have questions after watching that again about what's gonna go on?
Yeah, are we gonna pick up another healer?
Romulus told me we should be able to 10 or to 2 heal it, so we'll give it a shot.
In the video said
Okay.
Yeah, depending. So, we should be alright, as long as the heals will be okay. But like the video was saying, Paul, when we're moving the boss, when in phase 3, you want to do Aspect of the Fox, and Albino is going to want to do Stampeding Roar, so you guys can move as fast as possible and still be able to get some damage out as you move. Yep. It's one of your cooldowns. Alright, everyone get your well-fed buff. We'll get ready to rock. Bob, are you back yet? Alright. Let's get buffs up and give it another shot.
So like that, like whenever it's the blue-green part, pop my aspect of the box so everybody can run.
Yeah, once we get marked. Alright. Let's everyone get in their positions, get buffs out, get ready to rock. Alright, everyone's ready? We'll do a countdown, we'll get ready to rock. I'm pulling some music.
Well, you got 5 seconds to do it.
Yeah, I got it. I gotta turn it down slightly.
You will learn why I am king. You are little more than
Alright, let's do this shit. Just turn off whenever you're gonna. You know what you're doing.
beware.
I hope so.
Alright, the ad's up. DPS, switch over. Here comes the first mark. Gunner, taunt.
Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
I got the boss when he comes back. Get on the ad. Here comes the mark, Gunner.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I got him. Oh shit, careful, careful. Bubbles and Paul, make sure to move a little closer to the range tag. That's up. Killing the end. Gonna get ready to taunt.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How'd you die, Paul?
I think whenever we were running through and the ad blew up, it blew me up into one of those fucking bombs. Like the ad blew up, I was up in the air.
Beware.
Yeah, be careful. Careful of this ad when it dies. Careful, those mines are gonna fucking knock you back.
No limit. 5, 4, 3, 2,
I'm here, I'm here.
Beware.
Oh. What'd you do?
Go to triangle albino.
I got it.
There you go.
Destruction. Beware. Command the arcade. Beware. You have seen
Alright, here we go. Mages are gonna come up. DPS, go on X. Gunner and I will get the ads. Rohart, go over to X.
Start moving
X,
over there.
X, X, X. Yep. If you get fixate, it's a 5-yard range, so. Gunner, you want to throw down first banner?
Yeah, I'll throw down there.
such power. It takes form to destroy you.
Another anomaly's coming down, healers, careful. Heal up everyone.
I can't shoot. I can't do nothing for them. Okay, there we go.
Careful, Gunner. Healers, we need to get everyone up a little bit more than what they are. We're popping these down. Yeah, healers, make sure to dispel slow as well as you can.
Its energy overflows.
Another anomaly's coming down. And followed by another one.
5,
Here comes
Four.
another one.
3, 2, 1.
Another anomaly's coming down. Take down that other mage before you go back to the boss. Gunner will pick up the boss.
Okay.
I'm gonna tank him right on, fucking, what's it called? Take down that mage.
So am I.
Paul's down.
What killed me on that was the fixate. I was far away from people so they would not take splash damage.
Here, bring him over here. Adds up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Focus down the ad. Gunner, kite him. Whole raid needs to move over towards green. Over to green. Over to green. As fast as you can. Over to green. Not to me. Over to green. Wrong side, Gilligan. You want to run over to where we're kiting the boss now.
5, 4, 3, 2.
It's a wipe. A bit more progression. Got him to 50%.
5, 4, 3, 1.
Beware your place.
That's what did me in.
Yeah.
The first time, or the second time. The first time that fucking ad in the mine.
Yeah, just be careful of your positioning near the mines with those ads that come up.
Oh yeah. I was on my part. I was really really far away from the people that needed to run to me, but that's because there was a sea of 3 mines right there in front of me. So it was like, I don't feel comfortable here.
Yeah,
and
when
I had to go over there, and that did me in.
also when you get fixated, it's only a 5-yard range.
Okay. Well, that was another thing that was on me then. I was way more than 5 away.
Let's get well fed back up and give it another crack. Paul, why's your damage so low?
I do not know. Oh yeah, because at the moment that bullshit from World of Warcraft not responding, and then like halfway through that I was able to move, but I wasn't able to cast any of my spells.
Rohar, I'm about to replace you, man. You can't be pushing 13k in here. Just work on your rotation and your gear and everything. And try to come back next week.
So that was my problem. I can understand if I was you replaced. It hasn't
Hey,
been
Moken.
doing that much. Like I said in the first fight, I was doing pretty well.
Alright. I'm gonna wait for Moken to get here. I'm gonna go get a drink real quick.
That's a lot of mages.
Alright, Bubbles. I need to grab another range DPS then.
think we'll one-shot it in 17 more minutes.
Alright. Gilligan, you're gonna do stacks this time. Well, you're not as mobile as he is.
What's up?
You're gonna be doing the stacks with Paul, dropping them off. So you're gonna stand a little bit offset. You don't have to stand very far away at all. Literally, you can just stand like right outside. It's gonna jump to the nearest person. So, like, say this is the range group. You guys just stand literally like right here, and you'll be fine. You bounce the stacks till they get small enough range, and then you like blink and whatever, and then drop the stack off.
Yep, I got it.
I need to do my elite monster thing for Savage Blood tonight.
That doesn't sound like fun at all.
It takes a little while. It's a lot of freaking river beasts to kill, or half kill.
I'm just glad both my 100s and actually solo kills. It's not that fun.
I can solo them, it's still 440,000 damage I have to do per one of them. It takes a little while.
Yeah, that's what I was doing before the raid. I'm waiting. Might as well, yeah, they're farming. Got a stack of 20.
I was doing Apexis and Shatra.
Hey, Logan, can I try to run the fucking, the raid tonight?
You can raid if you want to raid tonight. I'm not going to stop you.
Oh, I know, but would you be down for me putting together the late night raid for tonight? Is that... I think I should rephrase that question though.
You want to start a raid group without lockout, I don't care. I probably won't be there. But you're welcome to start your own raid group.
Oh, see, okay, it's not fun.
Alright, let's get buffs up. Ashley, you haven't been in here before, have you?
No, far.
Alright. Well, what's gonna happen? Oh man, this is a really complicated fight to explain. Just follow Bob around. Just follow Bob. But, I'm trying to think of most important things. When the mages spawn on on transition to phase 3, they're gonna spawn on X and Star, and you're gonna get, like, it's gonna fixate a ram target. If you get fixated, just make sure to stand a little bit away from everyone else. You can still do damage to the mage, but it's just 5-yard splash damage, so make sure you don't stay on top of someone when that happens.
If you have DBM, it gives you a circle.
Avoid the mines.
And
If
watch
it's on the ground,
position
don't
is-
stand in it. If it's flying through the air at you, don't stand in it.
Whenever the one ad blows up, watch out because it can knock you back into bombs.
Well, on displacement phase.
And take these two, and also there's also these you're gonna need too. And use these for burst phases, like for Bloodlust. You can only use one per fight. So anyways, let's get in our positions. We're gonna be tanking the boss on purple. I'm gonna raid check, see what pod's doing. Alright. Also too, when the ads pop up, you're gonna want to kill them as well, Ashley. We'll call out everything. I think you should be able to catch them pretty quick.
You will learn why I am king, and you are little more than peasants.
What the fuck? How did I get branded?
Beware.
I didn't think he did that to me, by the way.
I didn't either.
Yeah, sorry, I just wasn't, like...
Ads up.
expecting
DPS go on the ad.
2, 1.
I got the mark, gunner taunt.
Your presence. Beware.
4, 3,
That was
2,
fast.
1.
Beware.
Damn, what killed Gilligan? Did he step on a mine?
We have that brain passing.
Beware.
What happened?
Look up on the
I think he got the, he got it and he ice blocked, too soon. So the ice blocked and he blinked and he just died from his blink.
Alright, ads up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You
This is where you can get knocked back, so try
Yep,
to not
be
hit
careful
fast.
of your positioning.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, gunner's got the mark.
Beware.
Oh shit. Careful melee.
It happened again.
Careful of the pushback.
Beware.
You get over here.
Got the brand and immediately died.
I think you look like you got the circle.
You stepped on the mine.
The circle's
Popped
still.
you back in the center. Shot you in the mines.
I think I'm doing more damage to you than good, so I think I should bow out.
Or just don't step on the mine, zoom out a little and be alright.
Beware.
Drop this ad, guys.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You have earned my wrath.
I'll pass you next time.
Thank God for my sight. Destruction. Beware. Command the archers.
Alright. Coming back in.
Beware.
Didn't know this so much.
Yeah, me too. Alright. Adds up. DPS focus it. Gunner taunt.
Beware.
Well, at least get CeeLo more of the fight. Might as well just smack the shit out of him.
4, 3, 2, 1.
See the error of your destruction. Beware.
Who am I trading this with?
Yeah, just run over to...
Yeah.
Beware.
Run over to the range.
I don't have it anymore, so it's obviously...
It's back on you now.
Oh, back to me.
Might be able to heroic leap and drop it.
No, I can't. I have the circle. If you try heroic leaping out of it, it sends you back.
Oh, that's right. It's this phase.
Yeah. No, I tried moving out of it and circle pulled me back with that. It does not count as skipping it.
Yeah.
I just don't know why he's picking me all of a sudden. Like,
Well, it's because we do have 2 range down. Alright, get on the mages, guys. Get on the mages. Ashley, get on the mage. It's gonna be on X. On X. I got the banner first, Gunner.
I must focus my power and awaken the stone.
Ashley, go over to the mages. The mages. These aren't the mages.
I got slow on me. Someone get slow on, please.
Such power. It takes form to destroy you.
Sorry.
What happened there?
Whenever you're fixated, run away from the other people because of the splash damage with the eyeballs.
You just have to get away from them slightly. You don't have to like get away completely.
you can still DPS them.
Yeah, even as melee. It's only a 5-yard splash, Paul.
5, 4,
Yeah.
2, 1.
The boundless power of the stones.
Boss is back down.
Through me. Your destruction.
Yeah. Just wipe it up. At least everyone got to see more of the fight that time.
Man, his flow sucks for DPS.
Yeah, it does. It's gotta get dispelled as soon as possible.
I can't swing any faster. Fuck.
Alright. Let's walk back up, buff up, and give it another shot.
I just want to know why he's picking me for... Because he put a freaking mark on me at the very start of the fight. Like, I think it was the first person who got branded in that fight.
Yeah, it's fucking
I've
weird.
never had him do that to me as melee before.
I didn't think it went on melee either, but apparently it is random under the tooltip for it.
Okay, so to be clear, who are we... If we get it, who are we trading it with?
Yeah, we're running over to Paul and Gilligan, which are Triangle and Diamond.
Okay. Oh, you said... Okay, he's not Gilligan on his character name. Okay, that's what's confusing me.
Gollum, close enough.
Yeah. I always call him Gilligan.
Can we make sure that the range position...
What are you saying?
Make sure the range positioning always has the mines to the right. It's just easier to keep it clean from
yeah,
the
you guys can
brand
rotate around the room. So, Ramen, if you want to guide people, just start here and then slowly just keep moving to the left. As the mines spawn within the range, just move, you know, clockwise around the room here, around this big circle.
Can I get Spellfire and stat, I guess?
Yep, and then Gilligan and Paul, if you guys want to stack, what, over here, you were saying, Roman? So over to, like, this side.
Well, if they're on that side, the mines are going to be... Like,
Well, yeah, they're going to be following the mines. You're going to want them on this side. Can we get stats up by now? So you guys will just, when that whole group moves, Paul and Gilligan, you're just going to have to move with them and keep adjusting around the room.
Yep. Paul, in phase 2, when we have the go little 10-yard barrier that prevents us from going, it's important that every time we pass it off, we move a little bit to the left just to get further away.
Will do.
How are mines going to spawn where you walk if they're over there? Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Or what you could do, you could have him stack. You could have him stack behind. I see what you're saying, Ramen. It's gonna pick one of them. You could have him stack back here, and then it'll be behind the range group and healer group. Because if you have them to the right, well, they'll just have to run past them. So
Maybe if they're like,
I could see what you're saying. You could put them over here, and then they could run behind it.
Guys.
Well,
Is
then
that not of distance?
if they're in front of us and the mind takes spawn on us, they'd have to be ready with it.
we can try. We can try keep them on the right. We'll see how it works. So Paul and Gilligan, you can start offset over here.
You want us on the right now? Right here.
Yeah, we'll try it.
Do you think we should be closer to the boss? That way they can stand back a little bit and to our right. That way there's no problem at all. And the mind spawn it's to our rear right hand side so you can get knocked back inside.
Well, it's gonna pick a person and stack on them.
I was just going off what they did in the video. In the video, like the whole all the rangers stacked like right here with the boss in the center. They're all really
You can move a little closer, but you don't want to be like right up on his ass.
5, 4, 3, 2,
All right, here we go.
1.
You will learn why I am king and you are little more than peasants.
Beware.
Careful of the mines, guys. Alright, the ad's up. DPS get on the ad. Sorry, Gunner, I got tunnel vision.
Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Command the arcane! Look up on the tools of your demise. The ancient stones grant me unimaginable power. You have earned my wrath.
And DPS get on the ad. Gunner taunt whenever you're ready.
Albani needs to move it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Albino, back to the raid.
Beware.
Gunner, I'm jealous of your shield.
My power knows no limit.
You guys are really far away. I can't get to you. I just walked in the line.
5, 4, 3,
Get the ad down.
1. Thank God for my
5,
sight.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Might need to move Ramen.
Beware.
Command the arcane. Learn your place.
Beware.
My power knows no limit.
Ad's up.
4, 3, 2, 1. Thank God for my
5,
sight.
4,
Taunt.
3, 2,
Careful.
1.
Careful, Gunner.
Beware. Beware.
Command the arcane.
Taunt whenever you're ready.
Beware.
You have
Is there any way to
Alright.
mitigate the damage from freaking Force Nova?
Not that I know of. Alright, get to the mages, guys, on X. On X.
To my side. I must focus my power and awaken the stone.
I have focus fire, but he's not staying next to me.
Make sure to dispel slow.
It takes form to destroy you.
Gunner, you have
Oh God,
vigilance.
he's got freaking mines on him.
Careful, careful. I need healed.
Its energy overflows. Soon it will
If I could
be
get slow dispelled off me, that would be great.
Make sure to get on that healers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll get the boss when he comes down, Gunner.
Power of the stones flows through me. Your destruction comes.
Good job, guys, on the mages that time.
Earn my wrath.
Careful. Careful on the aberrations or anomalies. Alright, get ready to shift over to green. Whenever one of us tanks gets marked, everyone needs to shift towards green. You'll get a range radar that'll tell you where you need to be.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got it.
Need big heals. I'm marked. Run over to green. Over to green. Everyone get over to green.
Beware. 5, 4, 3.
Even if you can't, kite him over there, it's fine.
Beware.
I'm jumping over. I'm just gonna drag him over because I didn't want to get slapped for a couple seconds. Gunner, taunt whenever you're ready.
1. Beware.
Oh God.
5, 4, 3.
Careful of the mines right here.
Beware.
Kite him away from the mines a bit. There we go. Bob's got the brand. Ad's up. Get on the ad. Gunner, taunt whenever you're ready.
Bob rally cry.
2, 1. Learn your place.
Oh shit, it marked me. Go over, go over. I taunted too early.
Beware.
Command the arcade.
5, 4, 3. Beware. 1. Beware.
You got some time to look at your
5,
gun.
4,
Yeah.
3.
I taunted too early on that. I thought it went off and then it didn't. Went off a little late. Well, we got farther than we did, so people get to see this phase a bit. I'm happy with that.
Beware.
Taunt.
Maybe I don't want to.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, I'm marked. Kite him over.
Beware.
Kite him over.
5, 4, 3.
Mines!
Beware. 1. Beware.
I want it. I want it.
5, 4.
That's what, 13% better than the best tonight?
Yep. It's better, guys. Let's make it a little
Start
cleaner.
wrecking everybody.
What's up?
So what did start wrecking everybody?
I think not being able to drag him over, but that didn't really kill us. It's just a couple people got hit by that second pulse, and that killed 3 people directly.
Did I miss you guys saying something about that, or should I pay attention?
You missed it. You stood still. I was screaming it the whole time.
I was television, that's it. I think I'm getting sick.
I see a bunch of arcane wrath. And arcane wrath is what he puts on the tank, right?
No, that's what we're supposed to be cutting on the outside.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's chaos is what he puts in the tank. I'm sorry.
Bob, do you think we need another healer? I think we're getting killed by bad shit. It's not like normal parts of it. Like people are getting killed by shit that are, you know, dropping them fucking like crazy. Like that pulse or, you know, someone lands on a mine or whatever. That's what's killing us. It's not like healers can really fix that. Yeah, we can try picking up another one. Let me see if I have anyone on. Let me see who else on. Yeah, I'll just put this up, and we'll try to pick someone else up.
Great, now I have the Tetris song stuck in my head.
Because Tetris was a Russian game?
Yes. Korobushka is a Russian folk dance and is also the tune that everybody thinks of as the Tetris song.
Was it true if you killed Mr. Bigglesworth and Master Ramus, Casey got really, really mad and you couldn't kill him?
No, he just gets really
He
mad.
gets mad, but you definitely can kill him.
Yeah.
I was just referring back to our days when we ran that and you know, killing.
You're the people who are convinced that it changed the loot table. It didn't, but...
Well, Mr. Bigglesworth is mine now.
That's nice.
Not true. So I don't think he's not dead either, is he? Well, I don't think that,
Technically, no, he's not dead.
Is anybody ever really dead? Hell, if we kill him, you just go, oh, alternate timeline.
It's... Or they just don't die at all, apparently, like Deathwing.
Wait, Deathwing's not dead?
No, he's dead now, but wasn't he
dead
killed
this
in
time,
Warcraft 1 or 2?
Yeah, you killed him in Warcraft 2, and then he comes back in this.
For no reason.
Because theoretically, every time you killed a dragon nest in Warcraft 2, you killed Alistraza. Since the building was her.
Didn't you like get raped? Breed a bunch of dragons? 4, I think, the whole. I don't
Basically.
remember how that went.
Kind of.
That's what I said. Final boss of this needs to be Zulahead riding on Alistraza, backed by Deathwing, coming to kick our ass.
You might as well throw in all the other ones. You might as well throw Cthulhu being gripped in Deathwing's claw and have, you know, a bunch of other random shit in there.
No, we'll just shove Cthulhu in his eye. Someday we're gonna fight the, like, you know, Megazord, you know, great old god, entire, you know, all the body parts are gonna show up at once.
You feel warm?
Someone buy this moon off me. You may want to.
I'll buy it for 1 copper.
Fucking so. Yeah. It's in 3rd phase. Or no. That's in 2nd phase? When's the circle come up? Isn't it 2nd phase? Yes. A little circle thing where you have to stay next to your buddy. Or like you get ported pretty much into a bomb. That's 2nd phase. And just engage.
Man, all these people on Facebook with their real names. How the hell am I supposed to know who they are?
You'll eventually catch on.
Wild Ducky has some kind of competition going on to see how many girls he can get in his Facebook friends group.
I'm talking about like her titties are so big.
What?
Like this old lady. She's walking too. That's all she is. And 48% boob.
Albino and Paul, I don't even want to know.
We named him Moon. It means moon.
So be it. Champion! Attack!
That's right, I had a birthday on Facebook. Hey, I haven't been on my Facebook in probably 4 months. You're on my friend group. I just haven't been on my Facebook in 4 months.
I'll find you the stuff from the city for those. I'll find it for you.
What? Yeah.
Or you can come over to my house and we can have cupcakes.
Just need a damn healer, and we can get cracking again.
Well, if you find the ladies, they can help you.
Does anyone know any healers that are on? Who?
I don't think mine's geared for this. I think I still need to replace a tree.
I think I might have someone actually. I just see him.
Common. They kept playing first base.
Are you really gonna scream us standing around here? Yes. Where the fuck is Gal?
There we go, I got a healer. I have a disc priest. Alright, Derbina, you're gonna be doing stacks with I Want You Bad for the Brandit.
Okay.
I'm assuming you know how to do them. It's pretty simple. What's going on, Kramer? Sadly, you have to walk here, fly here, whatever. Alright. Just wait on Kramer, then we'll get buffs up, and then we'll get ready to rock. Let's fucking down this motherfucker. Can fell you? We can fell you, Paul?
I said fuck. Damn it.
Stranger! Stranger danger!
Danger.
It's...
What the hell?
Alright. Just waiting on Kramer to move his little goblin ass. Coming. I'm coming. Put me in,
I
coach.
don't know, I think he's just hanging out in his garrison.
Yeah, it seems legit. Ashley's plotting. You gonna go to bed?
Well, I'm sick. I told Mike I'm taking the day off.
Yeah.
Need help? Well met. What can I do for you? Get something?
Oh shit. Shut up, Josh. I got someone on my stream telling me I'm sexy. Obviously someone that knows me. Her name is Joseph Stalin on Twitch.
Interesting. Boss of Blue Fusion.
Oh, it's fucking Andrew.
Why are you streaming us getting our butt kicked?
You know, for reasons.
Posterity's reasons?
Yeah, more or less. I figured, I should just have a burlesque show and I'll probably get more views. Get some BDSM. Just have someone stand there in a gimp suit behind me. That'd be fucking hilarious.
That's okay. Today I found out what BBC meant.
Getting weird. Getting weird.
If you're gonna call it weird,
Big
first you
black
gotta
cuss.
define normal.
It's always been weird. We start off weird. Oh shit, Kramer's in Highmaul. Everyone, give this boss a good old rub. Give him a good old rub. It's Andrew's saying he'd put on a gimp suit. I'll just teleport you here, Andrew.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Alright.
It was so stupid.
Let's get these buffs up. Get that well fed. Alright. Ranger going to be stacking on star, and then if you get the stack, walk over to triangle or diamond. I'll be taking them in the middle for the beginning. For phase 3, I'll go to, we're going to start on blue, and then go back and forth from blue and green. Everyone should know what they're doing by now. Let's get ready to fucking whoop this ass. Where's Ashley? Oh, there you are. We missing
Right
any
here.
buffs?
Just because she's stealth doesn't mean she's.
Alright, Josh right beside me, so he's here.
Subtly, I think.
Make sure.
Oh, she's got that. Never mind.
I have a rogue I started playing.
When you play the best.
Alright, let's get cracking.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You will learn why I am king. You are little more than peasant.
Tom Petty? You mean Richard Petty?
Beware.
Careful of the mines range. Adds up. DPS switch to the ad. Mark of Chaos coming up on me. Gunner taunt.
Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. Beware.
Alright. Alright, and for phase 2. Yay! Gunner, you gonna take him when he comes back down? And that's up.
3, 2, 1.
I can't taunt.
4, 3.
Oh, it just drops it anyway because he teleports you.
Power knows no limit. Beware. Command the arcade. Beware.
Right. Careful of the mines.
Beware.
Careful of the ad, Paul. Paul, watch out for the mine behind you.
Yeah, if you guys get knocked back, you're gonna stream.
Watch out for the mines. Get the ad. Mark's coming up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My power knows no limit. Beware.
Careful for the Force Nova.
Beware.
Careful of the mines, guys.
Beware.
Ad's coming up. Make sure to nuke it down.
4, 3, 2.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My power knows no limit. Beware.
Ooh, that was so close, Moken.
Beware.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That
bring him
was
over here a bit.
A little terrifying. Not gonna lie.
Alright. Get ready for the mages. Careful of the mines melee. Alright, X. Focus X. X. Paladin. Head over to X. Careful of the fixate. Make sure spread out from other melee. Slightly, at least. Got another anomaly coming down. Healers dispel slow. More anomalies coming down. Should be one in a couple seconds. I'm fixated, Gunner. Oh, he hit me once. That was it. Another anomaly. Careful. Slow down the anomalies. Let them heal up. Alright, here we go. Let's drop some. Another one. And another one.
5, 4,
I'm gonna drop a bubble
2, 1.
once these ads start.
Gunner, you want to take the boss? Careful when cleaving these anomalies. Tank them on blue. Tank them on
Back in the
blue.
bubble. Back in the bubble.
I'm going to avoid blade storming them at the moment.
Yep, careful. Just take them
No,
down
you should
slowly.
now.
I'll taunt. I got boss.
Beware.
Alright.
I just didn't want to blow everybody up.
Yeah. Careful of the mines, guys. Ads coming up.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Alright, Mark's coming up now. Get ready to move. I'm taunting.
Why does Bob have the ad?
Beware.
5,
I don't know.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Just popped rallying cry.
5,
Word.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. Beware.
This hurts. Careful of the mines, guys.
4, 3, 2,
Get vigilance, Gunner.
Beware.
Okay, why did it let me run through that forest?
Beware.
That's weird. Careful, Paul. You got a mine right there for the knockback. You might want to move more towards the middle. Adds up.
3, 2.
Mark's coming up. Alright, everyone move over. Move over back to blue. Back to blue, back to blue. Mages move over. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Beware.
1.
Beware.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. You have earned my
Alright.
Dude, I literally just cheated death without having the talent. Oh my god.
That's... So what killed us that attempt?
Blinded, I got it.
Nova did that.
5, 4,
How many healers are we on?
4,
2.
We have 3.
There's not a rage on this fight, so you can actually do 4.
Yeah, you can.
And that would also give you a higher chance at the extra piece of loot. With
Yeah, if we bump it up to
having,
15.
15. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, 3 healing is not bad, but he gets more HP and whatnot.
Yeah, of course.
By adding in that.
Gunner, did you say you had to go after this one?
Yeah.
Alright, well if Gunner's gonna ditch out, then we're gonna, we'll just call it there. Come about to where we were yesterday.
That was close to the last intermission.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Alright. Good attempts, guys. Get more practice on it and come back next week.
You just haven't done it as many times.
Yeah.